Hello, I'm Vere, and I'm going to read you my book, How to Be a Lion. The world is full of ideas. Big ones, small ones, good ones, bad ones. Some think this, others think that. Some say there's only one way to be a lion. They say lions are fierce. If they catch you, they will chomp you. Crunch, crunch, chomp. They say a lion can't be gentle. Well, they haven't met Leonard. Leonard loves to walk by himself, feeling the sun warm his back and the grass under his paws. Some days, Leonard walks to his thinking hill. Sometimes he thinks important thoughts, sometimes he daydreams. Somewhere in between, he hums quietly and plays with words, putting them together this way, then that way, making them into poems. Some say, wait, lions are not gentle. Lions do not write poems. And if a lion met a duck, bad luck for that duck. Crunch, crunch, chomp. But if Leonard met a duck, what do you think would happen? Hello, said Leonard. I'm Leonard. Hello, said the duck. I'm Marianne. I'm writing a poem, said Leonard, but I'm stuck. Will you help me? You're in luck, said Marianne. I'm a poetic duck. Together, they played with Leonard's poem until the words came unstuck. Leonard and Marianne found they liked each other. Under the sun, in the long grass, they lay together. And in this picture, they're both reading books. And if you look very carefully, you can see the titles. Leonard is reading a poem by the great Robert Frost called The Road Not Taken. And Marianne is reading a poem by Emily Dickinson called Hope is a Feathered Thing. And if you'd like to, you can find those poems and read them. Leonard and Marianne played. They went for walks and had long meandering conversations, a mixture of quacks and quiet roars. At night, they watched for shooting stars and made wishes if they saw them. Do you think the universe has edges? Quacked Marianne. If it doesn't, said Leonard, will we fall out? Together, they are happy. They wish for nothing more than this. Some say that a lion should have chomped a duck by now. One day, a pack of fierce lions came prowling around. What's going on here? They growled. Why hasn't this duck been chomped? This duck is Marianne, said Leonard. She's my friend and nobody will chomp her. The fierce lions came closer. We heard you're gentle. We heard you make up poems, but not chomping a duck. You've gone too far. The fierce lions growled and roared. There's only one way to be a lion. Leonard, you must be fierce. Must I be fierce? Said Leonard. Must I Change? They're wrong, quacked Marianne, and we will show them why. Leonard and Marianne went to their thinking hill. They thought hard. After a while, Leonard hummed a serious hum. An idea started to form. Marianne quacked a serious quack. The idea grew. They put their words together, like this, like that, building them into a poem that made sense of what they thought. Finally, they were ready. Leonard took a deep breath. I'll say this quietly. I needn't roar to be heard. I can be a friend to a bee or a bird. You said I must change. I must chomp, Marianne. But chomping your friends is a terrible plan. Let nobody say just one way is true. There are so many ways that you can be you. If there must be a must, then this we must try. Why don't you be you, and I will be I? Some say words can't change the world. Leonard says, if they make you think, then maybe they can. Is there just one way to be a lion? I don't think so. Do you? This book is for those who daydream and those who think for themselves. Welcome to Draw with Ed Vere. Today we are drawing Leonard from my book, How to Be a Lion. You'll need paper and something to draw with. So we are going to draw one of my favourite characters, and that is Leonard. So we will start, as nearly always, with 2 circles, and we'll put a dot in the first and another dot here. Okay, now we draw a straightish line. Don't worry if it's not too straight, down to there. And here we're going to draw a nose. So that starts with a straight line and then comes down to about there, like that. And then we will draw another straightish line and then a curve here and a curve here, making a lovely smile. And all lions have what are called whisker spots, and Leonard has 6, 3 on either side. Each lion has its own pattern, so if you ever see a lion with 6 whisker spots, it's probably Leonard. So now we're going to start here and draw this line over one eye, and then just before we get to the second, we curve up like that, and then we come over that eye like this to about there. Now we're going to start about here and draw shape of his face. We're going to draw the mane in a moment. Go down here and we draw chin, and we start going up here and That's sort of the shape of the cheek, just like that. Now, ears I think we need, so we'll start with one here, like this, a bit like an upturned cup, and another one like this, a bit like another upturned cup. How are you getting on? If I'm going too fast, you can always pause the video and that will give you time to catch up and then start again when you've got up. Okay, now we have a chance to do a lovely big swooping, and I'm using this brush pen here. Can you see? It's a cross between a pen and a paintbrush, and it has a cartridge here which has all the ink in, so I don't need to keep dipping it. What I love about it is you can do these thin lines and then lovely thick painterly lines like this. So this is, as you can see, I hope, sort of the shape of his mane. So that goes to around about here, and then we're gonna draw him sitting down, I think. So we will draw one leg with a foot at the end, like this. Little paw marks, little toe marks. Lions have toes. And another leg comes down here, just like that. And that foot goes to about there. And some more toe marks. Now we draw the back of that leg. That comes down to here, and then we just leave it. Can you see I've left a little gap? Now we're gonna draw him sitting down. So this is gonna be his back foot. And to draw him sitting down, look at the way I'm drawing this line. It goes up, and down to about there. And then we draw a straight line like that, and draw that bit of the foot. So if you straighten that out, that will be a longer leg. So that's, if you look at how a cat or a dog sits down, that's kind of what happens. Their back leg bends like that, and then we can draw their back like this. Now those two lines meet, we can make the mane come around a bit more like this and a bit more like that. Now, can you see what is missing? I think he needs a tail. So how are we going to do that? Let's do this. We can curve it up. Like that. Up a line. Try and follow the first line. Oops. And then follow it up. About there. And now the end of the tail. The lion. Shape like this. And now I think it's time for some colouring in. I'm going to let you decide what colour you want to do. I always paint him a lovely sort of egg yolky yellow, and I always, because Leonard is quite shy, I always give him a bit of a blush, like this. There we are. So you can colour Leonard in any colour you like. Okay, so I am going to write my name here, and if you like, you can write yours too. And that is how you draw Leonard from How to Be a Lion. How did you get on? I'd love to see your drawings. Share them with me using the hashtag drawwithedvere. And you can find all of my videos at edvere.com. And you can find some brilliant videos by authors and illustrators at Puffin Storytime. I look forward to seeing you next time.